Alfonso Soriano up. He's leading off the game, and we get set for baseball. Carpenter with the windup. Swinging a drive deep left center. Duncan's there. That one a one-hopper off the wall. So with nobody out, he's aboard at second after that double.
The key to scoring runs is getting as many guys on base and scoring position that you can. Nothing like a leadoff double.
And it's Ryan Theriot at the plate. Base runner at second with nobody out. Carpenter with the windup. Starts him off with one at the knees for a strike.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Trying to keep him close. He's back on the bag. Now we'll take a quick look at the Cardinals and where they'll be fielding.
Well, they cover ground in the outfield. They cover ground in the infield, make every routine play, and really back up their pitching staff. A good quality defensive team.
Hickson throws. He swings, hits a ball to right field. One away.
Well, this is why you swing the outfielders around to right field. That's where his strength is. That's where he hits it. That's where he did hit it. It's an out.
And in the batter's box, it's Lee. One out, a runner on at second base. Swung on, that is hit. Oh, mercy. Boy, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way.
Now that's threading the needle right there. A little seeing eye base hit.
We'll take those anytime you can get them right between the infielders. That'll drive infielders crazy.
You take any kind of hit, huh?
And here's Aramis Ramirez. Two men on, one out. A shot up the middle. Oh, he can't come up with it. Throw is there, and he is out. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of inning number 1. And Rich Hill gets ready to throw. He'll be the starter for Chicago. And as he gets going against these St. Louis hitters, what do you think's in store?
Well, a quality left-hander on the mound against this lineup with some balance to it. He's going to have to find a way to get through the lineup and neutralize the lefties with the breaking ball and the righties with his off-speed pitches, trying to get them off balance, Gary.
Kennedy at the plate. Fontenot. One away now. State Farm presents our starting lineups, and here's a look at the lineup for the Cardinals. Steve, how about anyone in that lineup you want to highlight?
Well, Rick Ankiel, what a story he has been. And it's an amazing thing for a pitcher turned outfielder to have this kind of power. And as his plate discipline continues to improve, look for the walks to go up and the home runs to go up.
And Chris Duncan up. There's a smash towards the hole. Base hit, gets it down. That's our first hit of the game for these guys.
A pretty good swing right there. Now that he's on base, let's see if that doesn't energize this offense a little bit.
Let's take a quick look as the Cubs on the field will line up like this.
Well, take a look where this club ranks in the National League, Gary. They're in the bottom 5 in fielding percentage, so not one of the better defensive clubs.
And in the batter's box, it's Ludwig, batting .294. Hill sets and throws. Here's a swing, and he pops him up. Lee to field this one. Retiring Ludwig. 2 down.
Well, he got fooled a little bit on that one. A little bit too far out in front. Just an easy pop up to the first baseman.
And here's Rick on Keel. He's a slugger. He's on that list of the top 5 in homers. A runner on first with 2 outs. He takes that one, and Hill has him 0-1. And on Keel watches that one go by, and the count is even. There's a ground ball. That one's foul. One-two pitch coming. And on Keel watches that one go by, and the count is even. Swing and a line to left. There's Soriano for the 3rd out. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. We're scoreless in St. Louis. Splendid evening here at Busch Stadium. Night overhead sky of St. Louis, lights on. And we get back to it now. And Bradley settles in. He'll start it off here in the 2nd. Carpenter with the windup. Got the bat on that one, and on Keel's there. And that gets down for a base hit. That's going to bring up Kosuke Fukudomi. A runner on first, no outs. He squares around and he gets this one down. Barden, and he's in there, no play. The Cubs in a nice position to capitalize. And it's Giovanni Soto. And for the offense in Lou Pinella's club, this is a big stick. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. He swings and drives this one. One away. And they'll try and hold the runners second and first. They stay.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down and work his way out of this jam and keep the score tied.
And Fontenot settles in. Runners on first and second with one out. Carpenter with the windup. Fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, when a pitcher has a solid four-seam fastball like him, it allows him to bust a hitter inside and not worry about the ball tailing back over the plate.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2. And that four-seam fastball follows the all-time rules of baseball. Hard and in, down and away.
No question about that. You've got to keep hitters honest and keep them off the outside corner to be successful.
And it holds at 0-2. And Steve, it looks like he's really favoring his midsection right now. Something very amiss, to be sure. And Brad Thompson gets ready to throw. He'll be taking over due to the injury. And there's the slurve, swung on and missed, 2 down.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied. Well, credit the pitcher right there. Good two-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
It's Hill at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Now you go back to that injury, Gary, and those are always very difficult ones there. And not much you can do. Sometimes it's just the happenstance of the game that can lead to injury.
Straight away left. And in there, that'll be a base hit for the opposing pitcher. That hurts if you're on the mound. Fantastic chance here.
I thought he couldn't hit, Gary. The pitchers can't hit. Well, look at that. That's a good piece of hitting right there. Nice job.
And here's Alfonso Soriano. National League batters generates a lot of runs in the top 5. Bases are loaded with 2 down. Hit sharply towards the hole. And Green gets to it. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Well, they load the bases on the strength of 3 base hits, but no runs. And now on to the bottom half of the second. Middle of the lineup, due up. And Troy Gloss is up. 248 average. He'll get things started here in the home half of the second. Low pitch from Hill for a ball.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
One 0 on the way. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Well, the pitcher going for that hole, and most hitters swing up and in. He found that strike zone with a 4-seam fastball, and he couldn't get to it.
And he delivers. Swing and a chopper. Foul ball. Good patience. Troy Gloss lets it go by for a ball and an even count. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Fielded by Ramirez. And Gloss retired. And it's Molina at the plate. 1 out, nobody on. Swung on, and that's foul back.
One ball.
And Hill too high. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on, liner to right. And Molina's got himself a single.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
It's going to be Green now. He trails his team's leader in RBIs right now. 1 out, man on first. He takes that one, and Hill has him 0-1. He deals. Takes a swing at that curveball. He's behind now, 0-2.
Well, he's a very defensive hitter when the count gets to 0-2, so I'm going to try to get him to chase something out of the zone.
Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. Now it's 2 down.
Had to run toward the line to be able to make this catch, but able to get there in plenty of time to put it away.
Barden settles in. 2 outs and a man on first. That one's hit. Bradley to field. And he's there to retire the side. No runs and a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. We're scoreless in St. Louis. Baseball's familiar faces, including that of Lou Piniella. He's watched some great deliveries on the mound. Struggling bats, though. Important now to get the offense stinging. And it's Ryan Theriot at the plate.
Well, Gary, he has great speed, and that comes into play in so many different ways. I mean, you can run balls down defensively, but offensively, it puts pressure on the defense.
Shows bunt, didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. And he lays one down here. And Thompson takes care of that one. 1 away. Derek Lee at the plate. He singled his last trip. 1 out, bases empty. Now Lee gets set. Looked like the slurve and it just missed. 1-0.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The 1-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner to 21.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
One on the way. 1-1, a slider that misses. 2-1. Here's the 2-1. And Lee works this one to that hitter's count of 3-1.
Trying to get the ground ball out, you throw that two-seam fastball away from the hitter, trying to get him to reach and roll over it. He laid off of it here.
Swings at that fastball, can't make contact. 3-2. Here's a big pitch to Lee. That one's going to miss. That's ball 4 as he heads down the line.
Now, first base was open in this situation. I think they're comfortable putting him on. Well, good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base. Well, I think one of the more underrated players in the game, Aramis Ramirez, big RBI guy. He has great gap-to-gap power.
0 for 1 thus far. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he scoops it up. And he gets there in time. Safe. That's going to bring up Milton Bradley. He's 1 for 1 so far. 1 out with runners at first and second. Bradley gets set. Here's the first pitch. Well, he checked the swing. They said he went around, and the appeal will be to the third base umpire. Yes, he did. No hesitation on that call either. Well hit towards the middle. There's 1 and 2. They pull off the double play. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of the 3rd inning. Thompson at the plate. He'll start things off for the home team. We're in the 3rd. Hill's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. Here's the pitch. He swings, and it's this one's going to be fielded by Fukudome. And that should be a single. And that will bring Adam Kennedy up.
Well, you know what? I've seen better swings in a park, but the pitcher able to pick up a base hit right there. And, hey, nothing like helping yourself.
He bounced out his last time. No one out and a runner on first. First pitch, here it comes. Swung on, a fly ball down the left field line. And that'll put Kennedy on at first. Looked at a second like he might go, but I guess he's happy with first. Fantastic chance here.
Well, they tried to sneak that first pitch fastball by him, but he was sitting on it, and he whacked it in the left.
And Chris Duncan up. He had a single in his last time up. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Hill sets and throws. And he squares around. Gets down the bunt. In time for the out.
That's a good sack bunt right there. He got it down now. 2 men in scoring position with only 1 out. Well, this is the point where Rich Hill is going to have to step up and show what he's made of.
Doesn't want to give up the lead run here. Tie ball game with a couple on.
Well, the situation's not all that bad. Just
this one's grounded to second. Up with it. Retiring Ludwig. And Thompson comes in to score. Boy, he made that throw a split second before he lost control of the body.
Now, the key was he kept his eye on the target the entire time.
Big smile, he got that one done. And here's Rick on Keel. Now this offense, Steve, it's on the move, and now they'll try and carry this on in the ballgame. And he starts Ankiel out. Hill's pitch swung on and missed 0-1.
Well, he's not picking up the ball well. He had a big rip at it, but he swung just over the top of the ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. Now Soto sets the target. And Rick Ankiel comes up empty. Took the cut, but he didn't catch up to it. Third inning offense able to get a run in. The Cards lead it 1-0. And it's Kosuke Fukudome at the plate. He's going to get us started here in the fourth. Here's the first pitch to Fukudome. Shows bunt, didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. Strike 2. Fukudome is going to have to be careful here.
Well, this starts out a strike and it ends up a strike. You got to swing the bat.
On the ground to short. Picked up by Green. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Routine ground ball to short. He makes it look routine. Retires another.
It's going to be Soto now. Last time up, flew out. Nobody on base, one away. Thompson with the delivery. Fastball is in there. It's 0-1.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him anything.
Hot shot towards the hole. And Green picks it up. On to first, 2 away. And Fontenot settles in. Struck out swinging last time. 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch. And that's too low. 1-0.
You know, to be successful at the major league level, you need pitches that move both ways. His two-seam fastball has such action on it, it makes his breaking ball that much more effective.
Here's the 1-0. Really bad pitch right there. It's a ball. A smash towards the hole. And Kennedy picks it up. Throws to first. Side is retired. 3 up, 3 down this half inning. St. Louis, they're protecting their lead. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. And here's Troy Gloss. He'll lead it off here, bottom half of the 4th. First one to Gloss starts as AB. A swing line to left center. And that's a base hit. Gloss on board. And that will bring up Yadier Molina. He's 1 for 1 so far. Runner on first base, nobody out. Hill sets and throws. Swung on and it's hit. This one towards Soriano. That's 1 down. It's going to be Green now. On the base paths, number 2 in steals in the ball club. 1 down, runner at first. First pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball. 0-1. That's swung on and a liner here. He's got it. What a play. And they just tried to hold him there at first. Barden is the batter now. 0 for 1 thus far. Runner on first, 2 away. And here's the first one. He takes that one, and Hill has him 0-1.
Well, the hitter lays off this one and takes the strike, realizing not a pitch he wants in this situation.
Here it comes. High for a ball, 1-1.
Well, it looked like he overthrew that one a little bit. Just got away from him up in zone.
On the way. Good spot that time. Hit that outside corner. 1-2.
Well, they set up down and away. They throw it down and away. That's how you can be effective as a major league pitcher.
Line towards second. Fontenot throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. We've played 4 full at Busch. Bottom of the order to get things started. In the dugout, Tony La Russa. And probably very happy to have that 1-run lead at this moment. He'll get things started. 5th inning. Here's the first pitch. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Well, the pitcher's executing his game plan. He knows these hitters. He knows how he wants to pitch them. And now he's locating his pitches in exactly the right spot.
0-1 offering from Thompson. Missed badly with a change there. 1-1.
Well, if he walks the pitcher, that's the cardinal sin in baseball. You can't walk the opposing pitcher.
He bunts the ball. Barden in time for the out.
Gotta like the creativity, trying to get on any way that you can, but just didn't locate that bunt where he needed to beat it out and be safe.
And Alfonso Soriano to bat. And he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. Base is empty with one away. Here's the pitch to Soriano. Expecting something higher that time. 0-1.
Well, he's getting the job done this year, no question about it. Such production, so consistent.
Strike two. Soriano going to have to be careful here. Ground ball headed for the middle. Picked up by Kennedy. Throws to first. He's retired. That's 2 down.
Well, Gary, you know, he's settling into a groove right here, and that's 6 in a row that he's set down.
Terrio at the plate.
Well, Gary, I love watching him hit. One of the better contact hitters you're going to see in the game, and just that ability to always put the bat on the ball. He may not drive it as far, but you know you're going to get contact.
It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by.
Well, Gary, talk about contact for the hitter, but you know the reason that that's so important is that it always makes the defense have to make a play. You don't get outs with swings and misses and strikeouts. You force them to make plays.
Barden throws on to first in time to retire the side. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. St. Louis, they're protecting their lead. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
He'll lead off for the home team here in the home half of the fifth. Hit hard on the ground to short. Terrific dive. Terrio. And he's out at first. What an out. Diving stop and a nice throw, too.
Well, he showed great range on that one. I didn't think he had any chance to get it, but able to get it and get on his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Tremendous job.
Kennedy at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. 1 out. Bases empty. Hill sets and throws. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Pitchers have to throw strikes against this guy. He's willing to take pitches. The 1-0 count, he tends to look at this one.
Lays off the breaker, but it's in there for a called strike.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
One pitch. Ground ball towards the second baseman. And Kennedy is retired.
That's some kind of play right there to be able to get to the ball quickly, transfer it to your throwing hand, and rifle it over to first base to get the runner. Nice play.
And Chris Duncan to bat. Sacrificed his last time around. Base is empty with 2 outs. Duncan gets set. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply towards the hole. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Quick half inning there. It's over. 5 pitches. We're through 5 here at the yard. Ring out on the mound. He'll be the reliever for the Cardinals.
I'm sure they didn't set out thinking, hey, let's pitch all our bullpen guys this early in the game. What do you think, Gary? I don't know. They need this guy to hold down the fort and see if he can't give them some innings.
And it's Derek Lee at the plate. Drew a walk his last time. The pitch swung on line to right center field, and it's starting to head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases.
This is the way you want to start the inning. Get a man in scoring position immediately. Good piece of hitting.
And here's Aramis Ramirez. He gets runs across National League's top 5 leaderboard. Second base occupied, nobody out yet. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch to left center. On Keel to field this one as he gets to it for the out. And Bradley settles in. We'll get another shot after hitting into that double play last time up. One out with a runner at second. Kicks and throws. Looks at a first pitch curveball in there for a called strike.
You want to throw the curveball away. Hard in and go with the curveball away. And it's exactly what he did right there.
He deals. Milton Bradley not fooled by that one. That'll even up the count.
Well, he starts that two-seam fastball, the inside corner, but it just runs in on the hands just off the plate.
Well, there is one down here. You got a man on second base. Going to give up the pass, maybe try for 2.
A hit here scores the man on second, so obviously they're going to look for the double play now.
That will bring Kosuke Fukudome up. Grounded out last time. Runners on first and second with 1 out. They're going to try for a double steal. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it. Good patience there and a good eye. Fukudome letting that one go by for a ball to even the count up.
But Gary, he's not afraid to use that curveball. Even on a 1-1 count, I think he likes to get a guy to try to chase it out of the zone.
1-1 pitch, sharp breaking pitch in there for a strike. 1-2.
Well, they're a strike away right now from getting out of this jam and holding on to the lead.
The 1-2 on its way. That swung on and flied to right. Ludwig to field this one. And that one's put away to retire the side. So they're shut down again. That's 6 shutout innings so far. St. Louis, they're protecting their lead. For his team, he's number 2 in hits. Now the first pitch. This one's grounded hard up the middle. And it's through. Base hit for Ludwig. And here's Rick on Keel. He's a big home run guy, top 10 in the league right now. Runner on first. And he starts Ankiel out. He takes that one, and Hill has him 0-1. And he delivers. Swinging a high chopper towards the hole. Hill. And he'll just keep it himself. Tagged him for the out.
Gary, he had thoughts about wheeling and going to second base right there, but instead just went to first to get the sure out.
It's going to be Gloss now. Had a base hit his last time up. And on second, one away. And here's the first one. He takes that one, and Hill has him 0-1. Here it comes. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And Gloss retired.
Both managers sitting on the edge of the bench right now, understanding this is a critical point in this game.
One of the most difficult situations for players to come through in this game. That's when you're going to run her out there. Swing, contact. This one's to Bradley. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. A prime chance for production for the Cardinals. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way on that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
Going to be Green now, lined out in his last at bat. Runners at first and third with 2 away. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball line towards the hole. And St. Louis should get a score here. Well, the rally here energized every new opportunity they take advantage of.
Now the pitcher left this one over the middle part of the plate, right where the hitter can make contact. Good piece of hitting.
Boy, with the run scoring there, that's a pretty fat pitch in an RBI situation.
Keep the rally going.
Barden is up now. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
I tell you what, Gary, we're seeing a solid, consistent, professional approach from these hitters, and it's paying off because they now have the lead.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. Consistency matters. Don't give up at-bats, and he didn't.
That's right. Consistency is the difference between the good teams and the bad teams. Let's see if the consistency continues.
Foul, straight back. The 1-2 from Hill. Swung on and hit. Bradley. And in there, at least for a single as it gets down. The opportunity for offense is right now. He's settling into the batter's box, and while he's doing that, a quick look at the 2K Sports hit tracker.
Well, the chart can really give you an idea about how they might pitch to him, how they might defend him as well, and also where the holes might be.
Rent will grab a bat and hit here.
Well, with the pinch hitter coming into the game for the pitcher now, he can go hit the showers. His day is over.
And he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
And they can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. 2 outs, bases loaded. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And he's on now. That's going to be another hit for him. And Molina comes home. And Green scores too. And St. Louis is on a roll. We're going to see Jeff Samaja pitching. He's coming on in relief for the Cubs.
Well, if it were me, I'd leave the starter in the game. I think you're taking him out too early right now. I'd go to the bullpen a little bit later.
Kennedy at the plate. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are.
You know, after giving up runs like that.
Swing and a liner to right center. And again, this lineup right now on fire. And he's in there. Hitting, well, they say it's contagious. It is contagious here in this ball game because they can't be stopped. And here's Chris Duncan. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup to stay in charge. Right now they are.
Gary, they keep lumping the hits together. They keep pulling away right now. This thing could be soon out of reach.
And maybe, Steve, this one already is out of reach. They got to find some fortitude to get back into this thing. The pitch. And Chris Duncan watches that one go by to even it.
Gary, as you were saying, I mean, it may be getting out of reach because right now they're grand slam proof with the lead. So a lot of pressure off the pitcher. Go out and throw strikes. Go right at him.
Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. This one to Soriano. And he tracks that one down. They pound out 6 hits in the inning and push across 4 runs as well. St. Louis a comfortable 5-run margin. Going to be pitching. He's coming on in relief for the Cardinals. And it's Giovanni Soto. He delivers. Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1.
But Gary, now that he's ahead in the count, it's probably a good time to go to the changeup.
And Soto watches that one go by. The count evened up.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
Hut shot towards the hole. Oh, dive. Kennedy got it. And it's in time from his knees to get the out. And Fontenot settles in. Ground out victim last time through. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to him. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Duncan's there, and he meanders over to put it away. Gathright at the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter.
Well, I can't blame him for bringing in the pinch hitter right now for the pitcher. They've got to do something to get this offense going and try to get back into the game.
Base is empty and 2 down. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards second. And Kennedy picks it up. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. So they can't figure anything out. And through 7, they remain without a run. St. Louis, they're protecting their lead. Ready to throw. He's coming on in relief for the Cubs. The first pitch. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
That one's hit. Bradley to field. The catch is made. And here's Rick on Keel, still seeking his first hit of the ball game. 1 out, nobody on. And he starts Ankiel out. He swings, hits a ball to right field. 2 down here in the inning.
It's not just the players on the field that help win games. It's also the guys in the dugout. They shift the outfielders around to right field, put them in exactly the right spot, and it paid off.
It's going to be Gloss now. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Base is empty with 2 outs. First pitch of fastball. That's in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Here's Greg. And a strike 2. Gloss is going to have to be careful.
Well, how about a chance to get through an inning without any base runners and without any runs? I mean, they've been blowing out in this one so far. Put a zero put a 0 up there and let's see if the offense can get it done.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And he gets that one down. His second hit. 2 for 4 today.
Well, this is getting ugly right now. I mean, he's giving up hit after hit after hit. This offense has clearly figured him out. How much longer can you leave him in and take a beating?
And it's Molina at the plate. 2 for 3 thus far. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. And Terrio picks that up. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. Well, it was a quick inning right there. 7 pitches. We'll move ahead to the 8th. Watching Lou Piniella. He knows he's going to have to get more innings like that last one and have some production to tie this one up. And here's Alfonso Soriano. He's going to lead off here as we go to the 8th. Here's the pitch to Soriano. He makes contact. Line drive. Kennedy brings that one in. Diving play. Boy, does that help a pitcher out.
I'll tell you, he's leaving everything on the field. Full body extension.
And it's Ryan Terrio in the box now. Grounded out his last time up. Base is empty. 1 out. Sliders in there for a called strike.
He has great bite on this slider, throwing it down and into the hitter. Gets away with one, and he gets in for the strike.
On the way. Ryan Franklin gets the count. 0-2. On a strike 3, Ryan Terrio. No hack on that one.
Wow, we can see the replay on that 3-pitch strikeout.
Whatever the hitter thought he was going to see in that at bat, he didn't.
He must have somewhere else to go after the game.
And it's Derek Lee now. Had a double his last time up. 2 outs and nobody on. Now Lee gets set. Slider just misses. 1-0. He deals. Here's a swing and a line drive. And Kennedy's there to retire the side. They're held in check yet again. Scoreless through 8 innings. Now the Cardinals. Home half of the 8th. It's going to be Green now. Singled home a run in his last at bat. And the first pitch. Good movement on that pitch. He swings over the top of it. Strike 1.
Well, he had one thing in mind. He was going to clear his hands and try to rip at the cutter there, swinging for the fences, but couldn't get it done.
Kevin Gregg, a strike 2 there, and now we'll see if he goes right at him.
Well, he's sitting fastball right here. He gets it, but just couldn't put the swing on it. He wanted it as he's just underneath it.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
Well, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. You know, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
Gregg winds up the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to short. And Terrio picks that up. And Green is retired. Barden up now. He singled his last trip. Nobody on base. 1 away. Gregg gets set and delivers. Watches that one down and in. It's ball 1. The 1-0 now. Hit hard to second. Fontenot. Over to Lee. 2 away. That's going to bring Skip Schumacher to the plate. He'll grab a bat and hit here.
Now being brought in now to hit for the pitcher. Hopefully he can get the base hit to see if they can increase this lead.
Two outs, base is empty. There's a swing, fly ball down the line and left. There's Soriano for the third out. Not a lot of action in this half inning, nothing on. We're through 8. The 9th is coming up. Meat of the lineup coming to the plate. Called on to do the hurling now as they make the pitching swap. First pitch on the way. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. In time for the out.
Obviously, winning big right now. You just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
And it's Milton Bradley now. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Base is empty with 1 away. Pitch on the way. Hit in the air to left center. He's there, makes the catch. 2 down now.
Now down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, looking pretty dire at this point. And, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
And it's Kosuke Fukudome at the plate. Flew out last time. Two outs and nobody on. Here's the first pitch to Fukudome. Liner towards the hole. That's going to be a wrap. Final out of the ball game.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching.